Welcome to the Juan Yoko show.
Do you remember the episode number?
16?
Wow, good.
This is episode 16.
If we were an American teenager, we are old enough to drive now.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, Austin 316. Stone Cold. Do you know what 316 is?
I said sweet 16.
Oh, Sweet 16. I thought you said 316.
I don't know what's that.
316 was a part of the Bible that people would often use in sports. And the wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin started saying it in the 90s.
What does it say? Do you know?
I think it's something about
Winning?
kicking a lot of butt, drinking a lot of beer,
Sing?
winning a lot of championships, raising hell. That's how Stone Cold used it. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how it was in the Bible.
Okay.
Sweet 16, what is Sweet 16, do you know?
I don't know.
It's like a girl's big birthday party.
Only girl?
Yeah.
Girl.
It's their, it's an American tradition where it's usually the girl's biggest
What about
party.
boys?
And it means she's like a woman now, kind of thing.
16 already?
Well, I guess...
Wow, America.
Yeah, a little too fast. I think it's really old, and it comes from old and
What do you mean?
southern times. Well, I just mean... Yeah, what does it mean? Yeah, I guess what does it mean? I mean, we don't now. 16's too young, so we're not.
We all have to lose virginity.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. What does it mean now? I think now it's just a party.
Okay.
Like in teenagers, want a really big party. Sometimes it's like expensive and really glamorous and stuff. In the Latin American communities, it's 15. So my sister had a 15 party. And like Jewish boys, isn't it like 13 or 12?
I think in Filipino, it's 18.
Yeah, 18 usually is a big one. Also in America, and 21. What was your biggest birthday? Did you have a big birthday celebration?
Maybe 6 or 7.
6 or 7? Why those years?
I don't know, because I don't have no one saw birthday party for me after 9 or 10.
It's very nice acting, Yoko. Very dramatic. Everyone feels so bad for you. Birthdays are...
Here it's birthday party is only for children.
Well... None of this works on me anymore. This fake crying. It's all an act. Speaking of that, this weekend marked our 1-year anniversary.
Yes.
Good job.
1 year since we met.
Yeah, nicely done. So I thought it would be interesting to kind of talk a little bit about it. Not like overly personal, but just the interesting parts about the differences dating here, like the cultural differences and stuff. So let's go to where we met.
We met at this international party in Osaka.
International parties are kind of a big thing here. Well, it's basically Japanese people want to meet
Gaijin.
foreigners. Yeah. Because here, like Japanese English students are really enthusiastic and always kind of want to practice talking and make a lot of foreigner friends.
Usually girls.
Why?
Don't you think so?
I agree with you because most of my students at the school I teach at are women. So at these international parties, and also so foreigners want to meet Japanese people because if they have a cool Japanese friend, they could show them around Japan and help them order at smaller restaurants and don't have to point at the pictures and stuff so much.
Yeah.
Why did you go to this international party?
Actually, I thought I had feeling that I might meet someone.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it in a dream?
No, so before the party, I met some of my friends, and she just got boyfriend, a week before.
Hmm.
Then I thought like I should have more opportunity to meet.
Oh, so were you kind of looking for possibly a boyfriend?
Yeah,
Okay. So my friends kind of.
I should give it a try.
You looked online and you found this place, or how'd you hear of it?
I don't remember. Well, but I just knew the place,
Uh-huh.
the restaurant. Yeah, like and they don't throw parties in the company doesn't throw parties in Osaka so much. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a big, more Tokyo kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? So the place we met at, the party company was called Gaitomo, which means Gaijin Tomodachi.
Maybe gaikokujin tomodachi, because gaijin could be racist.
Yeah, it's a little kind of actually bad. Kind of. Now it's changing a little, right? So it means like foreign friend. So my friends dragged me to this thing. I really didn't want to go. I mean, I guess I was a little curious, but
Why?
Well, because I was thinking originally that I was going to go home
Oh.
in like 6 months after that point anyway. So, well, I already have some friends. I'm not going to find a girlfriend because I'm out of here. So, but they're like, come on, Juan, you got to come down here. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. And maybe I benefited from the fact that for foreigners it was free.
Oh.
And Japanese had to pay. How much did you have to pay?
1,500.
So like $15 about. And there was some food, like a tiny buffet or something. But there was too many people.
Yeah.
It was at the like basement of a cafe or bar. There was like 100 people. There's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So we go in and it's mostly guys, kind of. Maybe a lot of people looking for boyfriends and girlfriends, right? And so that's how we originally met. And we just had a conversation, and I was talking about I had just gone to Kyoto. You mentioned you were from Kyoto. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get to the time when we actually go out, because I want to talk about the differences
Okay.
of
So 1 week after the party, we went to Kobe
right
together. We hung out.
Yeah, we went lunch and a museum and a cafe and that stuff.
But I didn't think you would pay for the lunch because I thought it was just.
It was very casual. It was more friendship at first, right? So you
Yeah.
didn't know. So here's the first thing that's interesting and different.
But I could tell that you are shy, and I was like, oh, maybe he's very shy person.
Yoko, we don't have to get so personal. We're talking about cultural differences here. I'm a shy guy, but anyway. So in America, my experience is it's like women's revolution, women as equals, and it makes it difficult to date because like every time we guys don't know how much they should do. Like I think a lot of guys want to be kind of classic and romantic and pay for the first dates, but then a lot of women insist on, we can do half and half, right? So if you don't let them do it, it's kind of like you're disrespecting them and you're holding them down by not letting them be equals. But in Japan, it's a
Really
little
nice.
a little more traditional, right? Do you think? Like
No, not really.
What do you mean?
Like many. Oh, maybe fast. I don't know.
But just like general dating, there's kind of a man's role and a woman's role. Do you think?
I don't.
So I talk to a lot of students.
Okay, yeah.
And I talk to a lot of young ladies, and they're really like they look forward to the day they get married so they can quit their job and raise the children. And I've met women who had like really great careers, and as soon as they got married, they just quit their job to raise the children. And back home in America, I don't think we think of that so much. And like women have the children, but then after some time go back into the workplace, and the family finds a babysitter and all that stuff.
Because we don't really have babysitters here, and like most of no kindergarten,
Preschool, daycare.
preschool, yeah. Daycare, like it's because we have a problem, lack of teachers.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why there are no many preschool, not enough. That's why you have to wait until your
children are like kindergarten age.
Yeah.
To go back to work, so you like 5 years off.
Yeah.
So I think there is still, compared to America, I think things feel much more traditional or old style here, which is something different. Another thing that was strange about when we're dating now, like in Japan, was there's no privacy anywhere. Right? Every time we wanted to see each other, you're coming from Kyoto, I'm coming from Sakai, south of Osaka. We had to travel each like over an hour to meet in the middle.
But you were so nice. You came all the way to Kyoto from Sakai.
I was very interested. But no, Kyoto it was a much actually nicer place to go on dates anyway. But everywhere you go, there's just people everywhere, right? We never have a private moment. At every restaurant, we're like shoulder to shoulder to the person next to us. So it's kind of hard to be romantic, so things move like so slow. And in America, it's very common to walk a girl home. But I don't think they walk home so much here. You kind of just say goodbye at the train stations, surrounded by a million people.
Yeah. So
there's really no hugging or kissing or anything. You just kind of wave goodbye. So after several dates, it's still, to me, it was strange, like where are we in this? Because it felt like slower than traditional. But to you, that's normal dating, right?
I don't know about normal Japanese dating.
Well, just dating in Japan.
Dating in Japan.
Yeah. I've heard from students, like, sometimes they could only see their boyfriends, like, once a week, 3 times a month only.
Oh, okay.
Because they're so busy. And I think that's also kind of so little or so slow. Does that sound little to you, or does that sound fine? 3 times a month. Does that sound few, or does it sound okay?
It sounds few.
Okay. So you're already very westernized. Good. Yeah, so there's not a lot of private moments in Japan. The most couples do in Japan is hold hands, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in like America, you see couples kissing more.
Making out?
Yeah, a little making. At the bar, you see it happen. And maybe it's more in other places. Maybe in France, they do so much more in public or something.
Okay.
Right? So all of that, I think dating, I felt like it's just a little slower here. But maybe not so much for us because, we're, a year in and we lived together already for so long. Did you find any weird cultural things dating me? Or something that you didn't understand when we were dating that you thought was weird? Or like, why does he do that? Or why does he think like that? Or why does he ask this? No?
No.
You've watched too many movies.
Oh, okay.
You know too many of our American secrets, I guess.
What about you?
No, just that. Well, first I was just utterly confused, like.
I just didn't think that I could be friends with your friend. Because the first time I met your friend, like, no one talked to me. Really. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm not blaming any of them. I'm just like, because it's in Japan, when you meet first people, you're like, hi, I'm Yoko, I'm Juan, nice to meet you, where do you live, where are you from, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, okay,
Right?
so this is a good point, yeah.
And so when you met my friends,
Mhm.
they were like, they
included me
and
so
they
much more.
introduced
Yeah.
themselves at first, right?
Yeah, I went to
So
a
I was like,
Christmas party.
Maybe no one likes me.
Yeah, Japanese are kind of they go out of their way to make you feel comfortable. So I went to a Christmas party with your friends, and I don't speak any Japanese, and we played all these games, and they made sure that I was having fun, and they're showing interest in me. So yeah, when you meet my friends, it's like, hey guys, this is Yoko, and they're like, hey Yoko, what's up? And then that's it. Like they're not mean, but the conversation continues, and they don't really care if you're following. You have to kind of fight your way to.
Even Julie was there also. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Julie came to. Yeah, my sister was at the party too, and yeah, even though I was there with my sister and girlfriend, you were just there, and if you didn't get into the conversation, then you were just out of the not included. So then this was like yeah, this is what I mean, like a kind of different cultural experience. Yeah. How do you feel about it now when we hang out with my friends?
So nice.
Now it's okay.
Everyone is so nice to me.
Yeah. But you're still embarrassed by how loud we are at all the restaurants.
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you have any other thoughts on our first year? Should we do one more year? Renew for one more year?
For what?
Of a relationship? Should we do one more?
1 more year?
Yeah.
Right?
We mentioned Stone Cold earlier. That's the wrestler, so I want to bring it back and close the show at this point because you asked me like 30 minutes ago, what's the meaning of the middle finger?
Okay.
How did it come to be? You're very interested in this.
Yes.
Favorite gesture?
Yeah.
Okay. So I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's from ancient times. And it goes back to sex. It's a kind of insult.
During sex?
Not during, but like it's supposed to remind people of sex. It's supposed to, your hand looks like a man's sexual private area. And it's kind of like threatening, kind of like shaking it in their face. Like, how about that? So it's ancient. It goes back to like Roman times or Greek times and stuff. And it's in old paintings.
Oh, so it's not from America?
No.
Oh.
You gotta stop thinking that we come up with all the rude gestures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Huh. And I learned most about it from Stone Cold, Steve Austin. He made it very famous in the 90s. I think he does it the best. My sister's pretty good at it too, I think.
Good at what?
What are we talking about?
What?
Hello? Yoko?
Yes.
Good at the... na-na-na?
Oh, yeah.
I'm editing that part out.
And I found... Okay.
All right. So that's it for this week.
This week.
Join us next week.
How many more weeks we have before we go to Chicago?
I think we're going to Chicago 1 month from today.
So it means 4 more times before?
Maybe 3 or 4 more episodes before we go. Countdown to our Chicago tour. We'll have to podcast from Chicago. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Why not?
I don't know. Why aren't you ready? You have to pack and you have to get your
Already?
visa stuff in order.
Oh yes, visa.
Okay.
Hi.
So by next week, you better be ready.
Do you need to get the visa too?
I already have. I'm
American?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta let me back in. I'm important to them. Say bye.
Okay. Say bye.
You did it.
You say bye.
Bye.
Bye.